This fall, come and see the amazing love story of one man and his chainsaw, Leatherface.
Hey up movie fans, ever wondered how you can get yourself a beautiful mask made of human flesh? Well, today we're going to find out from the master himself in the new movie Leatherface. Adam, what's this one about?
In Texas Chainsaw Massacre 49, basically the young Leatherface, his birthday, he's given a chainsaw and has to kill someone. He don't want to do it because he's a nice lad at heart. So basically, because the sheriff's daughter gets killed, some of the family gets shipped off to this asylum, and they grow up in the asylum and they make friends in the asylum, and then they all escape from the asylum, and then it's kind of like, oh well, which one's Leatherface? Oh, I don't know. And then through a series of events, you find out who Leatherface is and how he got his mask, even though nobody, especially me, gives a fuck.
Right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. To be an absolute nutter like Leatherface, you need a mad family, don't you? So what they set up here is your classic, you've seen it a million times before, the Hills Got Eyes, Wrong Turn type of
Texas
family.
Texas Chainsaw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They live in the middle of nowhere, don't they? You know, you seem to have a couple of weird brothers that
go out and get Grandpa come in and do it for us.
If you've seen the trailer, you'll see it sort of opens with a, you know, they've got a cake and it's his birthday or something, isn't it? And you know, his present is he gets to cut up this man who's there, type of thing. Now,
thoughtful.
One of the problems here that starts for this film early on for me is that I'm fine with having these nutcases who live in the middle of nowhere and very weird, but I found these like a bit too clean and not really that mad for what the story angle was trying to push. You know, we're talking about this young kid who's supposedly abused to this point that he's that nuts that he ends up being Leatherface. Yeah, I just never really bought into a lot of the stuff off the family in this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's one of those ones where, like, I don't give a shit what anyone says. You're gonna compare it to the fucking original, no matter how many there's been. People do this all the time, like, well, you shouldn't really. The original was such a masterpiece. You can't really. You fucking can. Like, you can compare it to the original, and in comparison, it's like this film is like a little dog turd. But it's that thing as well, like, I don't give a shit what happened to him when he was a kid. Like, to quote Chris Rock, whatever happened to Crazy? Like, why can't he just be a nutter that kills people? I don't want to see how he was psychologically abused and it's made him the way he is and he was in an asylum. Fuck, just kill people, mate. It's what you're good at and what you enjoy.
Right, yeah, so talking about how he goes nuts anyway, so the story picks up 10 years later anyway, and Leatherface is it? What is he? He's a bit older, isn't he, type of thing. Now, what they do is they sort of set up a bit of a mystery angle. I've seen some reviewers spoiling it, saying who he is, but we're not going to do that here. You have the pleasure of that yourself. But you know, there's a group of kids in there, they're almost like a weird team, aren't they? A team of nutters, so...
Yeah, it's like the Avengers with mental issues.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, they do push the angle on some, like there's a couple, there's a guy and a lad, there's a necrophilia scene in there, what's disgusting and does put you on that type of weird edge. But again, they're hitting this on the tone. Sometimes they'll do something like that, and then sometimes you just feel like you're watching Homeward Bound or something.
Well, that's the thing, like the bits like that, like the sick, horrible bits, when it works, it works. Like we were both just sort of like, what the fuck is that? Jesus. You know, and then like it'll cut to a nice pristine scene of them all sat round sharing stories.
Now obviously the main sort of, I suppose you could call him antagonist in this, is Stephen Dorff, who's the sheriff, who is still not happy with the consequences, as you wouldn't be, of what happens to his daughter. Now, when these kids escape, he ends up going after them. He's got his own agenda for the Sawyer family. He wants to finish them off. Again, coming back to, I mean, I like Stephen Dorff, but I didn't really buy his reaction to his daughter being dead straight away. I just felt, is that how you react? And the ultimate punishment's putting your kid in a care home type of thing?
Yeah, It's almost like they wrote the entire story. It was like, shit, we need someone to justify this. Kill a copper's kid and he'll put them in an asylum and fuck it, that'll do.
Yeah, anyway, Adam, I think we've moaned and whinged enough about this. Probably not as bad as we make it out, but
yeah, I have restrained myself.
It is a video on demand, let's remember. So what should we give it out of 5 stars? What are you on?
Oh god. For me, I didn't like it. I thought it was shit. The bits that worked really well. You know, some of the gore and stuff was quite cool, I guess. Parts of it were that terrible that we were both mildly amused. I'll give it 1.5. Yeah. No, 2. I'll give it 2 because I didn't turn it off.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad as you did. Parts of it got me engaged, but there's parts of it that just really were inconsistent in the tone, and it was a bit of a cliche letdown at the end. For me, it's a 2.5 stars. Anyway, we done?
We certainly are, boys and girls. Thanks for watching us chainsaw apart, tear apart, Leatherface. It shouldn't be called Leatherface. It's made out of fucking skin. So, if you like this video, press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more of us laying into things and films that I hate that Steve's made me watch.
And let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you seen Leatherface, whatever he's called? If so, what did you think? Is it actually amazing and we're speaking a load of bollocks? If so, let us know in the comments below. Anyway, till next time, keep watching them movies.